All right, guys, and we're live. This is my first time using this software, you guys, so I'm kind of excited about it, a little nervous about it at the same time. Never use it. I'm not on Restream. I'm actually using something called Riverside. Seen an advertisement about it. They had great reviews, so I thought I would try it. So it should be a little bit more clear. Allow me to share my screen. The stuff that I usually can't do when I'm on Facebook, and I should be on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So give me the same kind of benefits of um, YouTube. I mean, I've restreamed when I was on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. One of the things I wish that it had, I wish that I could go live on multiple channels on Facebook, which is what Restream would let me do. I could go live on my page, on my business page, and as many YouTube channels as I wanted to. This one only lets me do one, so that's a disadvantage. But the quality is supposed to be a whole lot higher. So we'll see based on what you guys say if we keep it or not. Along with this, all right. So guys, we're talking about today how I made money in real estate, or how I turned $300 into 3 million. It's going to be like a series that we're going to be doing here, like a series. And so I'm going to try right now, you guys, real quickly. I'm going to try to get my YouTube channel here. You guys don't know, I think I'm on Be For You. We're going to try to grow Be For You, and not Financial Moses page. We're going to grow Financial Moses a little bit later. I want to grow Be For You right now. So we got that page is what we're going live on, as well as while I'm live here on Facebook and what's the other one? Riverside, right? I'm just trying to get my pages here set up, and we're going to get ready to get started. Plus, to give some people some chance to get in here. Um, I don't think I'm live here. All right, so I just hit the button on Facebook to actually even go live. I wasn't even live, so that's a little weird. So okay, so guys, we're talking about today how literally I was able to turn $300 to over $3 million. That's an exciting subject for me. I hope you guys are here. If you're not here, well, if you're not here, you got to be here if you're watching. I want you guys to go ahead and share this out for me, please. If you guys would be so kind, go ahead and hit that share button, share it on your page, tag some people in here that you know are interested in real estate, and you know that they could actually know, want to know more about this, how to cash flow. But y'all know we can't say cash flow in here, you guys. You gotta sing cash flow. You gotta do it like this. Cash flow. That's how we do it, you guys. You do it like this. One more time. Let's do it one more time. Cash flow. That's how we do it here, guys. You got to do that cash flow. How do I actually build my real estate empire, you guys? We're going to be talking about that today, and I'm really excited about that as we continue along this, I guess you call it real estate journey, this empire journey, because there's so much more, you guys, we're going to do. Um, if you guys don't know, we are having like a liquidation sale. I bought too many. So I got about 30 properties, guys, that we're going to actually sell. Well, we're actually selling right now, which is really, really, really good. Liquidation. It gives me a chance to take care of my investors that invested with me, get them repaid back. It actually gives me a chance to actually get out. And we guys, we're going to commercial real estate. And so this is, I can't teach what I haven't done. And so I want to actually go to another level. Let's get into commercial. Let's make some profits in it. Let's learn. Let me bump my head a couple times. Let me eat. Um, I guess you can say that. I don't want to call it that cost, but let me eat that. Those lessons. Let me learn those hard lessons so that you don't have to learn them. I can go out there and do that as well. Guys, go to LakeCountyAuction.com. Guys, we're going to be closing that out on Sunday. LakeCountyAuction.com. Get your properties that you want. And we're going to be this week telling you how to actually really, what's the word I'm looking for? How to actually value those properties, how to value those properties, and go from there, guys. This is really exciting. So let's go real quickly, guys. The first things you want to do when you guys start, well, the first thing I did when I got into this game, guys, so I had to figure out what a property is worth. You gotta know, guys, if you're gonna do this, guys, you gotta know what a property is worth. How I made turn $300 into over $3 million. The first thing I had to do, well, number one, the first thing I did is I used tax lien certificates. But how do I know which property I wanted to buy? I had used that, and I did that by absolutely knowing, number one, what a property is worth. Now, what does that mean? It means um, that I know the value that it is right now, and I also know what's considered the after repair value. I know what it's worth right now. It's called the as is value, and then I also know the after repair value. And guys, these values are not hard to figure out. So I want you guys to write this down real quickly. I want to spit this stuff out to you because this is not like really a, I can't say it's not a teaching because it is, but it's not as in depth as I want it to be, right? It's you got to get into a class to get this in-depth stuff, right? So when you're looking at a property, guys, you want to pull what's called comparables or comps. And those comparables or comps, you want to look at a couple first things, right? You want to look at the kind of house that it is. Is it wood frame? Is it stucco? Is it brick, right? What kind of frame is it, right? Then you want to look at the age of the property. Was it in 1977? Was it in 1942 when the house was built? You want to look at the square footage of the property. Is it 1,500 square feet, 2,000 square feet, 2,500 square feet? You want to look at the number of bedrooms, bathrooms it is, the 3 bedroom, 1 bath. You want to look at really just those essential things. Now, there are a whole lot of other things that value, but when you're just looking at the initial overview of the property, you want to look at that. You want to look at the type of home, the age of the home, the square footage of the home, and number of bedroom, bathrooms. That's pretty much it. A lot of other things we can consider, but just getting a rough estimate of the value, looking at that, we can do those things. All right. So that's number one. Number one. Number one. Number one. Got somebody put that in there. You got to know the comps, comparables, right? Number one. So when I look at that, I want to find what actually sold, in that particular area. I do not, here's some rules real quickly. I do not want to go farther than 1 mile out. Do not want to go farther than 1 mile out. I do not want to cross over any interstates, and I do not want to look at any sales that are older than 12 months long. Here it is again. Y'all ready for it? Here it is. Number one, I do not want to go farther than 1 mile out, looking for comparables. I do not want to cross over any interstates, even if it's less than a mile out. I do not want to cross over any interstates or highways, rather, not interstates. I don't cross over any highways. And then number three, you guys, I don't want to look at anything that's sold more than 12 months out, right? So I know what kind of properties I'm looking for. I know where they're located. I now know where they're located at. So now the next thing, guys, I want to look at is actually what sold. What actually sold. I want the property that are the closest in range to my property. Property. That property was called a subject property. My property is what's called a subject property, which means that the property we're looking at is the subject property, right? That is literally what we want to start doing with that. Looking at my property is the subject property. The property we're comparing it to is what's considered to be comparable properties. All right. So as we're looking at that, now I want to figure out, okay, what is this property worth? What is it worth? So I'm going to go right over here and I want to share my screen again. It's my first time using this platform, you guys. So let's see how well it does. And I'm going to go over to LakeCountyAuction.com right for you. All right. So I'm going to share my screen if it will let me. All right. So I'm going to actually have to turn my head over here because it won't let me share individual screens. Oh, yes, it would have. Let me bring it back because I do want to look, you guys, at least, I might not be able to look you in the eye because I'm looking over here, but at least, at least I'm looking on the same, at least I'm facing the camera, put it that way. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to Chrome chat window. And guys, if this is not, showing very well, let me know in the chat. I can't even see the chat. Why am I telling you that? All right, so, all right. I'm waiting for it to come up on the screen to see if I can see it. I will hope you guys can see it. All right, I see it. It's coming up very well. So I'm going to go over here to Lake County Auction. Guys, property is selling for 20% to 30% of the ARV. What is ARV? I just talked about that. It is the after repair value. 20 to 30% of the after repair value. So here's an example. If the after repair value is $100,000 and I'm selling it for 20 to 30% of the after repair value, that means I'm selling $100,000 for $100,000 property for $20,000. All right, and that's literally what we're doing. We took the after repair value, said we're selling it at 20% market rate. Let's give me 20% of the value, and then you guys can keep the rest of the equity. Right? I just want to liquidate, take care of my investors, and I want to start over. Right? So what we're actually saying is my loss is your win, but also 30%, anything that is a multi-unit, duplexes, we're selling for 30% of the ARV. So if it's worth $200,000 and we're selling it at 30%, we're selling it at $60,000. It's still $140,000 worth of equity in that particular property. All right. So now I'm gonna go down here, guys. I want to start looking at some of these properties, right? So I want to look at. Let's look at this one here. All right. I want to look at this property here. You know, the current bid right now on this property is 10,100. So somebody did bid on it. We got 4 days left to go on this thing, and look like the buy now price you can get it just for $50,000. Well, how did I get this $50,000? That means if I'm doing a duplex, it's 30% of the ARV. I think this property on a minimum is worth $150,000. Now, how did I get that value? Remember what I just said. How did I get that value? Well, we talked about looking at comparables that are what? That are similar, just like this one, multifamilies, which you don't find many over there. Also square footage, also, well, also the same frame. Then you also look at the age of the property, same similar square footage, bathrooms, right? So we know that this house is 6 bedrooms, 2 bath, 1,900 square feet with 2 attached garages. One garage here, one garage here. Great. All right. So if you guys go down here and you guys begin to look, and I did some of the research for you, I couldn't find any of the duplexes that are sold over there. But you can see here, he says comps in the 46409 area, all within the last 4 months, according to Zillow. Well, if you look at 3490 Kentucky Street in Gary, it is a 2 bedroom, 1 bath, and it's 912 feet, sold for 88,000. Well, this is 6 bedrooms, 2 baths, 1,800 square feet, 2 attached garages. I know that it's at least double that. Well, if I double this amount, I'm looking at 166. Is that what that is? 166. All right. Well, let's look at this one here. This one sold for 89,000, 3 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,100 square feet. Well, this property is a whole lot bigger than that as well. Let's see if we can find something that's sold pretty good. So this was a 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,200 square feet, sold for 147. Don't have the attached garage. It's not a multi-family, not a multi-unit property, but 4 bedrooms, 2 baths is the closest that look like we're going to find over here. Well, we saw the 3 bedroom, 1 bath for 154. So 4.2, and we're looking at least another 700 square feet, 4 more bedrooms. So guys, I know that this property is worth a minimum of 150. I really probably think that this property is worth more closer to, as an ARV, probably more closer to 175 to 200. Being honest, right? But I didn't want to take it that far. So it's like, hey, listen, $50,000. Now, what does that mean for another investor? It means that literally, now if I was doing this and buying this property, I would look at it this way. I can come in here and get this property for $50,000. Let's just say I've put $20,000 on this side over here to fix it up, $20,000 on this side over here, and let's say I put another $5,000 on the landscaping. So I got $45,000 into the property, right? Well, I paid 50 for it. I got $45,000 into the property. That means I'm $95,000 all the way in this property. I believe this property is now worth about 150 minimum. 150 minimum. That means that I still, let's just call it a flat even 100. That means that I'm 2/3 in. I still got 33% equity in the home. All right. That means that I have out of 33%. That means I am 66% invested into the home and still got 33% equity. That is crazy. That I have a duplex that I could fix up and still, including landscaping, and still have 33% equity, which means if it's a $150,000 house, I still got $50,000 in equity. Boom, cash flow there. That is how you build a real estate empire, right? It also makes it, for me, a win-win for everybody. I get rid of the house, I get to liquidate, I get to take care of my investors, and you guys get a property, and you still got $50,000 of cash flow in this property even after it's fixed up. But number two, that's not all, because guys, we got to talk about how did you actually go and how do you actually turn a property from $300 to over $3 million. How do we do that, you guys? Here's the answer. Here's the answer. Cash flow. You got to be able to cash flow, you guys. And what does that mean? It means that when I look at the equity is not the only thing that I look at. I'm also going to look at cash flow. Right? I want to look at what I call also your NOI, your net operating income. It is when you take all of your revenue minus your expenses. What am I left? I'm left with net operating income. I'm left with my NOI. That is my profit that I'm looking at when I look at this. Right? So as we look at this, you guys, let's kind of come back over here. Well, no, let's stay here. Right? I want to go now, and you guys can see that I use Zillow really good, but I went down here and I thought that I had already done this. All right, let's pick another property because I know I did it on another property that was over in this area. All right, so let's take this property here. Same area, for same 4649 area, but I thought I had some rent rates down here. Yes, rental rates right here, right? So what is a 3 bedroom, 1 bath going for over there? And we got 2 of them in the duplex, right? So a 3 bedroom, 1 bath is actually going for a 3 bedroom, 1 bath, 1,100 square feet. All right, that's about what we're doing. This is going for 1,250 without a garage. Don't forget we have a garage. Here's a 4 bedroom, 2 bath. Okay, here's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,100. This one was 1,200. You got 1,100, 1,000. So we know let's just say $1,000. That means that duplex is going to gross $2,000 a month. That's minimum. I think that's low end. I honestly think you can get 1,250 for that because it comes with a garage, right? A 3 bedroom, 1 bath with a garage is 1,250 all day long. But we'll just say 1,100. 1,100 a piece. That's $2,200 a month, right? All right. So let's say $2,200 a month. Let's go over, and now I want to go over to mortgage calculator, right? Because we're gonna look at. Am I still sharing my screens? I'm not. So let me share my screen right quick. I'm gonna stop sharing here, and I'm going to share my next screen. All right. Um, all right. So here's the screen right here that I want to share. Let me make sure it comes up. And I'm just gonna type in here mortgage calculator. Right? So let's just say we got financing on this property, and if you're not getting financing, that's even better. But let's say you got financing on this property. Let's say you got a $150,000 loan and 30-year fixed, and your interest rates are not 6.6. Let's say your interest rate is 5.5. Right? That means that your mortgage is $852. Or if your mortgage is $852, let's just take it down to $850, and you're actually getting $2,200 on this property. Well, let me just get my phone. Right, 2,200 minus 800 is $1,400 all day long, and my battery's died. So if somebody's trying to call me, yeah, good luck with that. I'll look at my other phone over here. All right, and so let's see here. I want to bring up my calculator, handy dandy calculator right here, just to make sure my math is correct. I got 2,200 minus 800. That's $1,400. Let's say take out taxes and insurance. That'd be another 20. You say $100 for each one of them. $100 is 200. 200 might be 2,400 minus 2,400. So, well, actually, it's 1,400 minus 200. So, actually, guys, you would actually net off this property $1,200 minus any maintenance. You won't have much maintenance because you got a brand new rehab on this property. So you're putting in $1,200 a month in your pocket. You take that times 12. You're putting in $14,400 in your pocket. You know that you got $50,000 in equity in this property. So, guys, you guys should be making $64,400 on this property your very first year. Your very first year, you got $64,400. That is equity and cash. And what did you put into it? You literally have, what did you say? You paid 50 for it, and you put 94 in it. So you say 94, you made 64. Gosh, you made right around 70% return on investment on your money. The first year. The first year. This is unbelievable. But those are the kind of numbers that we're talking about, guys. This is how you cash flow. This is how you actually build a real estate empire, right? And guys, if you want to go ahead and look at the auction that we're now doing, you guys can go to, let me see if I can, Lake County auction, Lake County auction.com, lakecountyauction.com. Let me read this to you. George Howard, not Lake County, George Howard is liquidating all of his properties in Lake County, Indiana. Come and get the best deals for pennies on the dollar. You guys are buying it for 20 to 30% of the after repair value. This is unbelievable, you guys. Duplexes like this one here. It looks like she might be ugly, guys. I love ugly houses, by the way. I buy ugly houses. But guys, if you guys look at this, let's go back and look at the pictures. Let's see. I want to, let me see if I can stretch this out so I can see the other pictures, right? All right, so you look here. Guys, we've already gutted it. Like, this house is already gutted. Like, literally, you get to go back now, put fresh wiring, fresh plumbing in here. And I don't have a picture of the kitchen, but the kitchen and bathrooms are all like 2 rooms. It's really 2 rooms. So, and they all share the same wall. So, like, your plumbing would be done literally, and I'm not exaggerating, in 3 hours. Literally in 3 hours. Because your bathrooms are on top of your kitchens, and they both share the same wall. So 3 hours, man, you're probably looking at four at the most. You're looking at having your plumbing and electric done, well, plumbing done rather. That's water lines and drain lines. Now we just got to go ahead and do electric. Man, throw this drywall back up in here, get your flooring and paint, and we're done. Like literally, you up out of here. Um, so yeah, that's the kind of stuff, guys, you want to start looking at. We're gonna be back tomorrow. We're gonna be actually talking about calculating cap rates and things to that extent, you guys. I thank you guys for being here today. If you have not shared this out, I want you guys to share this particular live out. Guys, go, guys. We're also going to be having a live workshop this Saturday. It is absolutely free. Live workshop is absolutely free this weekend. Let me help you get there. Right, live workshop absolutely free this weekend. Let me bring it back up real quick. And thank you, Roberto. Hey, Theresa. That's hey, Sissy. I didn't talk to you. We ain't caught up in some months, man. I've been busy. If y'all don't know, I won't be live here tomorrow because I'll be on a plane. All right. So let's go. Let me share real quickly, guys. I want you guys to come to this page here. Um, how do I share this thing again? Share. No, share. Um, I want Chrome tab here. All right. So, guys, I want you guys to look at this right here. Go to um, is it real estate? Realestatemasterclass.org. Is that it? Yes, realestatemasterclass.org. I'll put it in the chat. I don't know if I can put it in the chat on this thing. If I put it in the chat, will it actually come over to the other ones? Which will actually, it would do it on Restream. So Restream might be beating it in that way, but I don't know. I'm going to go back to my Restream too. I'm going to compare them. I'm going to go to chat here. And I'm going to put this in the chat there. But I'm not sure if it comes up on you guys' side or not. I don't know. But I don't know. But anyway, guys, just put it in here. Put your information in here. You got to put all your information in. And guys, you can see that we have Don the Auctioneer. See if I can stretch this out just a little bit so it comes up right. Right? All right. So guys, we got Don the Auctioneer. It's going to be there talking about auction strategies. Mike Kavashkov, a real estate attorney, is going to be talking about real estate strategy, legal strategies. We have Karen, who's a property manager. We got Lima One, who's a funder. We have Timothy Shuckford, who's actually going to be who's actually a realtor that I use here locally. We have Kelsey, who is a true self-directed IRA person, and of course myself, bringing it in and bringing it home. This is a free conference, you guys. You see, we're going to be going from 10 o'clock all the way to 7 o'clock. We're going to be killing the thing on this particular weekend. I can't wait to get this up and off and get it up and off to you guys. That is something I'm excited about as well. So guys, that now tells you that that is my time here on today. Guys, go to Lake County. I'm sorry, go to realestatemasterclass.org, realestatemasterclass.org, and also go to lakecountyauction.com to go ahead and take part in both of these events. One is free. Other ones we buy property. They're almost free. Guys, these are the things that we're doing right here at Be Free University. Go to BeFreeUniversity.com, guys. You can start taking my classes, my workshop. If you thought this was good, guys, you can start taking this thing. Get started today for $9.95. Anybody knows my classes sell for anywhere between $1,000 to $3,500, and you can start today for $9.99. That's ridiculous. Now that's ridiculous. But again, it's probably been a blessing to be a blessing, you guys. So, guys, I love you guys with love of Christ. I'm now going to review this footage and see how well this thing, particularly this did. As compared to Restream, and I'll talk to you guys later. Until then, you guys be blessed.